So we'll just skip the briefing for the moment and get right into the action. I might just let this cutscene play so you can get a bit of a feel for the setting of the game. As you can see, the graphical style is very similar to Japanime or Japanese animation. Many of the sort of characters and story tropes are closely linked to a series like Battlestar Galactica, if you've ever seen that. And in ways, the story and the characters also reminds me of the old Voltron. Now, I'm not talking about the Voltron with the lions, although that was awesome as well, but I'm talking about their relatives, which is the Voltron with the spaceships. If you're an old school cartoon fan, you might have seen that before. So we're being introduced to one of the antagonists at the moment. One of the antagonists at the moment is obviously leading the Separatist forces into battle. So he's one of the guys we're going to have to take on.
So what are we going to do about the small ones? Leave them to the main fleet.
So the graphics themselves aren't particularly high detail, but the pyrotechnic effects are really snazzy, and it does give you the sensation that the battles themselves are really hectic, and there's a lot of chaos going on. You really need to focus on what your objectives are, because it's quite easy to get sidetracked by all the action that's going on around you.
Our first priority is the safety of the
So here are our heroes coming in now. We're going to control one of these ships, and we're going to blast the shit out of some other ships. Okay, so our objective for the moment, we've got to take out the enemy units assaulting the platform, and our defeat condition, either if we die, of course we lose, or if the Acropolis itself is shot down. So here we go into the action. If you've ever played Rogue Squadron, you'll be familiar with the gameplay style. So you wouldn't exactly call it a flight sim, it's far more arcade-like than that. Okay, so let's just try and match the speed and lock onto this target. You'll see a bonus little reticle there that gives you a bit of a guide as to where you'll need to aim your cannon to land those projectiles on the enemy. We have a number of weapons we can use. I'll just try a homing missile here. Friendly fire. Oops, it looks like I hurt the Acropolis in the background there. We need to be fairly careful that we don't obviously run into this space station. Oh, trying to track this bastard down. Sneaky. Got him, okay. Let's try lighting him up with one of our special moves. This should take the bastard out. Fire 1,000,000 missiles. Okay. Now the ship itself is rather maneuverable. We can perform any number of acrobatic functions in order to evade or pursue our prey. We've got to get a bit closer, use the boost there, try not to lose sight of him. Oops, look, he's very crafty how he's... Oh shit, I bet, look at that, completely noobified, crashed into the space station like an idiot. I'm gonna get this bastard. He can have a lock-on missile. There, got him. Get a bit closer to this turret to try and take it out. And just have a quick look around the battlefield, what's going on over here. I'm not being tailed. Okay. Just 15 k's away over here. Let's see what we can do about this turret. Oh, hang on. Let's be careful. Don't want to crash into that bitch. these are frigates. I can probably ignore those for the moment. Okay, looks like I've got a missile coming in. I need to stay on the move. Take that bastard out. "20 kilometers out. Cut the power down, slow.
There are a lot of people on their cargo ships. If we don't protect them, there's no way we'll get out of here.
Hit him. Take him out. That's the way. Now, I will say this game is definitely not for everyone. Some people might find the handling just a bit much. Compared to an actual combat flight sim, obviously this is very, very easy to handle. And if you are familiar with, as I mentioned earlier, Rogue Squadron or any number of similar games like Jedi Starfighter, etc., then you won't feel too put out by the way that this feels. Oh crap. I think that needs a little bit more. So let's see what we can do here. Light it up. It's got quite a lot of health, doesn't it? Oh! Someone's locked on, I better evade that shit. Use that special move again. Blast that bitch into another dimension. Well, that was stupid. Look, what I'm going to want to do now is probably refuel at the tanker. Get myself over to the Acropolis, which is the name of the ship. Battlestar, if you like. Okay. So we've got an opportunity to refill our ammo and repair our armour so we can stay in the fight without getting blasted. Got to get a bit closer to this bastard, obviously. Got him. Alright. So we've got a radar. As you can see, there's a little radar down the bottom, and on the bottom right we have a bit of an overall view of the setting. We can actually have a closer look at that map in zoom view. Okay, took him out. Alright, you kill. Let's take this frigate out. We need some bigger bombs, don't we? That's gonna hurt him. Let's get some more of those. Alright. Switch our weapons back in. Use the railgun on that bitch. Well, bang. 26k's out, got to get a little bit closer. So, I mean, this game is a lot of fun. It's almost like a cross between, you know, Rogue Squadron and something like Radiant Silverguns. It's like an FPS shoot 'em up or shmup, bullet hell type of game. As you can see, there are quite a lot of targets. Ah, come on, bitch. Bang, there we go. Now, something else that we can do for these slightly faster moving ships is use something called padlock. So I'm just using padlock at the moment. As you can see, that will lock us on to the view of the fighter. So you might find tracking down some of the faster moving ships are a bit easier in that mode. Now the head-up display altogether probably looks a little bit hectic. Obviously there are a lot of things to take into consideration, but if you basically just focus on the enemy targets, then you'll be alright. Just move from target to target, taking out every enemy that you see. Oh look, that was stupid, wasn't it? I've got to pay more attention to my driving. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Okay, we've got to go and sink the destroyer now. Obviously the destroyer is going to require a little bit more effort. Whoa, hang on, shit! You see that? I completely collided into the destroyer like a Japanese kamikaze with no brains. Well, what an appropriate way to end the mission and the video. Obviously I'm going to have to give that another try, but I'll spare you guys the details. That's Operation Sylpheed, available in a bargain bin near you for $10. Fantastic. I'll catch you guys later.